Unfortunately, this vintage Coach bag didn't pass the stadium bag policy, so let's just make one. Did I mention I have 5 hours before the show? No time to waste, so let's get started. First, I'm taking her measurements to cut out a paper pattern. One for the front and back panels, and another one for the sides and straps. Once the patterns were cut out, I made a quick little prototype from a shower curtain. But it was a total flop. It ended up being way too flimsy. So I grabbed a thick PVC table cover, you know, the kind your grandma used to protect her fancy furniture pieces. I weighed the pattern down using my doorstop and traced it using a Sharpie, then cut it all out with a sharp blade. As for the strap and side piece, I traced it on the fold to make it easier to cut. Now that all the PVC pieces are cut out, let's wipe off the Sharpie lines with some acetone. Then I'm using some double-sided tape to hold her life together before the stitches. And I almost forgot about the inner corner tabs. Pretty important. These help reinforce the corners and allow the body of the bag to expand so it can carry more. Let's do a quick little fit check to make sure we're on track. That looks pretty good. Now let's take her over to the sewing machine. I couldn't find my Teflon foot, but we'll make it work. Testing my stitches like a responsible adult, because with tricky materials like PVC or even thicker thread, you'll want to adjust both the bobbin and upper thread tension to avoid skip stitches or bunching. And we're good to go. I sent her through the machine with this bright green bias tape I already had. The color's pretty loud, but that's probably why it's been sitting in my stash for 3 years. She's doing her best, okay? And I know it's literally the whole point, but the bag was looking a little too clear. So naturally, I made tiny little ladybugs out of sculpting gel and some nail polish. Because SZA, obviously. And because I slipped into a DIY-induced trance where time and logic ceased to exist. But honestly, despite the crafting chaos, she turned out kinda cute. Now it's safe to take a step out, get some air now. My Kill Bill Onitsukas made sense for the Grand National Tour, but then I remembered I made myself a lime green plastic bag to style. The dark denim with boots looked much better. Finished getting ready, and we're off. Security was a breeze thanks to my clear ergo, and we had so much fun. Now, would I do things differently with more time? Yes. I've already started on a second version with real leather trim and less panic. What do you think?